Hi, good morning, teacher. Yes, thanks for coming my presentation. Today I'll talk about the intercultural issues, and in this presentation, I divided 4 parts. Yeah, the context is four parts, and the first part will introduce the background of the intercultural issues through literature. And the second part, I'll learn we'll talk about the impact of intercultural issue on my decision-making skills. And the third part, I'll explore the intercultural view and how to help me in the future. Finally, I'll talk my reflection from the learning intercultural issue. Now let's talk about the first. According to the literature, intercultural issue has a huge background in international context, becoming globalization, diversity, and uniformity. United Nations Educational Scientist and Cultural Organization emphasizes that nationalism and social exclusion and inequality can lead to social injustice that will lead to intercultural issues. That will lead to intercultural issue in the multi-social society. So how we solve this issue from the literature? The first, we have the intercultural education. In my opinion, understanding intercultural issue is also a key point to dealing with the problem. Now we move the part 2. Yeah, we move the part 2. Yeah, and we talk about the interculture, how to help in my current. Then we talk about the culture influence of perception. Yeah.
Okay.
In this part, we talk about the culture influence on perception and to understanding barriers in intercultural communication and how that affects decision making in business communication. Because we're talking about the influence of culture on perception, I should need to understand what culture is. The academic literature pointed out that culture is a kind of a collective thinking rules. As individuals, learning and explore the world are based on our cultural background. When we grow up in cultural background, then our perception has a strong sense of group thinking. According to the Hofstede, our cultural background determines how we see and explain the world. I think this is a culture influence perception. Taking myself as an example, I come from China. China culture can stand for East culture, where collectivism is highly emphasized. In this environment, my cognitive style, my thoughts, my expectations, and the norm of myself will have a schedule of collectivism. This is kind of perception that that make it easier for me to accept overtime at work. But in New Zealand, the local people have Western culture backgrounds. They are tend to be individualistic with a higher personal needs and independent. They don't like overtime work. So I think this is a different culture product, different perspective. So the next, when now we talk about the barriers to intercultural communication. The barriers include the stereotypes and prejudice. So these barriers can have a negative effect on communication and lead to misunderstandings. For example, in China, education system focus on results, and often Chinese parents prefer their children to have a better career in their future, such as a lawyer and doctor. So my parents the parents focus their children to work harder and harder. So even that Chinese mom got a nickname like Tiger Mom. But so Chinese parents think Western education is equal a happy education, which is bad for children's development. So I think this is a stereotype. Even in China, we lived in the same country, have a bears. That Northern people always think Northern people like the officer, and South people like to do business. So knowing these barriers require me from the beginning to touch people from different culture without stereotypes and with an understanding of each other's culture content. Among the barriers, I think the most important barriers are non-verbal communication. My brain says that percent 7 of communication is a verb, and 38% is a vocal tone, and 55% is body language. So this gives me a notice. If I hope to have a positive communication, I must understand other people facial expressions, gestures and posture. Even sometimes I need to use the eye contact. In a multicultural or a multilingual environment, language is a significant barrier to intercultural communication. The purpose of using language is to tend to a message. Then it's require me to see something is with clarity and precision. At the same time, due to my language is belong to high contact, when I fix to look contact people, I need to listen to others patiently and ask them for explanations. When I heard word and slang I don't understand, even if it is some often offensive, then I think it's not intentional. Now, use these barriers can help us communication help us communicate in business and guide us to take an effective measure to reduce the misunderstanding caused by these barriers. For example, use short answer words to carry means to non-native speakers, even through high-tech translators or by hiring professor translators. So I think we can. So these are the decision-making skills that understanding the culture issue bring to me. Now we talk about the third part. We explore the intercultural views. Teacher, I can talk the part 3. Next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Business communication.
Yeah. I checked part 3. Yeah. We explore the intercultural views. Hofstede puts forward cultural dimensions. It's 6 dimensions. So in my opinion, this cultural dimensions provide a framework for understanding culture different, which provide a guidance for me to understanding culture issues. When I face the intercultural problem, I can think from these dimensions. Now we talk the different culture patterns. We talk the next dimension, culture patterns. New Zealand, the mainstream culture in New Zealand is a Western cultural model, which require me to respect this culture model in teamwork in the future, such as emphasis on personal interests, and I can't force the employee to work overtime to catch the model under my culture background. Then we talk the next one. We talk the alternative culture. In the New Zealand Maori culture as a indigenous culture, the culture of natural worship require me to make a joint decision when working with the local business to respect the concept of the environment. We see the construct between culture. I come New Zealand, contact with different culture. Then I know some Indian people don't eat meat, and some people are vegetarians. So I can learn that when I have a chance to host business activities or business party, if there are people of different culture, they need to take care of different culture customers. Now we talk the immigration culture. As a Chinese, I come New Zealand. At first, when I drive in, I found a very interesting thing. I found sometimes the same to turn right lanes. One is a lot of cars in the line, and the other is less. I was very confused, but through the different cultures, I realized that life in New Zealand is a low space, which is different from the fast pace in China. This gives me a guidance. I should adjust my pace. I should adjust my pace to fit there. We talk about the culture with with culture. Culture with culture is means the subcultures include subculture. Subcultures include the ethnic groups, religion groups. I think there is need to be a respectful attitude towards the people. Like me, my culture, in my culture, people don't believe the God. And when I'm talking to the religious people, I need to respect the other people's beliefs. For identity and subgroup, due to the difference in culture, normal and value, individuals in different subgroup may drop different decision-making method, which require me to combine the problem-solving method of different subgroups to find appropriate solutions in my future work. So now we talk the personal reflection. My point of view, when I fix intercultural issues in my future work or need intercultural communication, can be analyzed according to the about the 6 culture dimensions. In team cooperation, I can analyze the culture backgrounds of different people, arrange work responsibility, and prevent conflict between people, between personal perception and company culture, which is not only to respect people, but also to encourage their the employee enthusiasm for work. Then improve of the individual worker enthusiasm can bring better development for the firm. In my personal reflection on the intercultural relation, the intercultural problem is a real problem, and the barriers are impossible to elimination. So the purpose of my intercultural understanding and study is provide an intercultural theoretical framework and guidance for my future work and life. Such learning can improve my cultural sensitivity, broaden my horizon, and provide a good solution to cultural conflict. I think this is a significance of my intercultural learning. Yeah, that's done.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
Okay,
finished,
teacher.
right? Okay, Yuna, so I have some questions to ask from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did discuss about your own decisions and feedback about part B, which is good.
Yeah.
And in part C,
Yeah.
I can see really from part C that you have a clear idea on how you are going to merge yourself in the workplace, given the fact that you have diverse culture working with you. Okay, which is a good thing to learn, that you have a very clear idea what your career would be. My only concern is this: when you talk about acculturation, which means that this is about the culture that you learn from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Apart from that, or on top of your national culture as a Chinese. Okay? So your national culture is Chinese. Your acculturation should those culture that you learn, culture, values, it could be perspective,
Yeah.
insights from New Zealand. So acculturation. So you are acculturated. Now, can you provide me example of those practices, values, insights that you acquired when you arrived in New Zealand?
You mean when I come New Zealand, I learned from New Zealand
What did you learn, and what made you? What are the values, personal values that you acquire when you arrive in New Zealand, which you don't have that before when you were in China?
uh, 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 China culture and New Zealand culture is very different. When I'm when I'm in China, uh, in my company, it's a very my company my company focus me not focus me is require me to the value of a company is the first, and we should work hard. And in my work, I over usually overtime is sometimes even at the midnight. But in New Zealand, when I come here, and even I not work so many, but I can talk with other people, other worker people. Yes, the people told me in New Zealand is very now you can work, you can separate your work and your life. Your work is for your good life. But in China, it's not. You work is in China. My work occur my if I can see my work is all of my life. Even weekdays I can work. My phone. Even the nights I should work. But in New Zealand, it's separate. It's different. Yeah, you come New Zealand, you work hard when it's aimed for the good life. But so I think it's very different. It's a very different culture. As in New Zealand, this culture give me another perception. Different my culture give me.
Okay. Good. So thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Yuna,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, I just have to complete your marks, and yeah, you have done your oral presentation adequately this afternoon. Thank you so much for your time, and see you then. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
You are very much welcome. See you then, Joyna.